Please, we cannot become numb and turn our back on the antics, bad policies, bad character of Donald Trump when it comes to the Epstein files. Why? Because inch by inch, Niagara Falls. Welcome back into Occupy Democrats, this massive breaking story on a Friday afternoon evening, because we have to remember the tortoise and the hare story we all heard as a kid. It is happening. It's happening right in this breaking story. Remember when Donald Trump recently said this?
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. That is unbelievable. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep?
Yeah, Donald, not only are we still talking about it, but the lid is about to blow off right on you here.
You really can't solve any of that if this place is corrupt. And if they're going to cover up for rich and powerful and politically connected people, which is still what is happening right now.
While, of course, the nation's Attorney General, Blondie Bondi, does anything except for follow the law.
We will follow the law. The law passed both chambers last evening. It has not yet been signed, but we will continue to follow the law, again, while protecting victims, but also providing maximum transparency.
And just like Nixon, even though Trump is way worse, it's taking a Republican to actually make it happen, and bless him here.
That is wrong. Do not let the Senate muck this bill up. And if you're a party to that in the Senate, you are part of this cover-up that we are trying to expose. I am sorry if one of your billionaire donors is going to get embarrassed because he went to Rape Island.
But Massey from Kentucky is absolutely relentless and stone cold right.
That is what they have coming. In fact, they need to be on the other side of bars, a lot of them. Some of them will be embarrassed, but some of them need to go to prison.
As denying and denigrating Donald continues to just pile lies upon lies.
So this is a Democrat hoax that never ends. We gave them everything over and over again, more and more and more, and nobody's ever satisfied. And I could check, but from what I understand, thousands of pages of documents have been given. But it's really a Democrat hoax.
Except, Donald, there's 6 million documents, and while I know you're challenged on education because you won't show your grades, that's a lot more than thousands of thousands. But Thomas Massey will not let this go, and he's stone cold right with the victims here.
I hope my colleagues are watching this press conference. I want them to think, what if this was your sister? What if this was your daughter? When these survivors speak, the Washington establishment is asking the American public to believe something that is not believable. They're asking you to believe that two individuals created hundreds of victims and they acted alone, and that the DOJ has no idea of who else might have been involved, that nobody else did anything that rose to a criminal enterprise.
Because in this breaking story, Trump's weekend is going to get real tough, so you better expect a lot of Truth Social posts, because this right here is going to be happening on Monday with lawmakers. Check this breaking story out. Incredible breaking news. Major update as Congress demands access to tranche of unredacted Epstein files. Members of Congress will be able to review unredacted Department of Justice files on Jeffrey Epstein starting Monday, according to a letter obtained by NBC News. The review will take place in person at DOJ offices where lawmakers will access the material on computers but cannot examine physical documents, the outlet reported. Lawmakers will be allowed to take notes but are not permitted to use electronic devices. Access will be limited exclusively to members of Congress themselves, not their staff. The files include the roughly 3 million documents already publicly available, though DOJ officials say the total trove in their possession exceeds 6 million items, according to NBC News. The move comes after lawmakers, including Reps Thomas Massey, Republican of Kentucky, and Ro Khanna, Democrat from California, sent letters requesting access to the unredacted files. Democrats on the Judiciary Committee also pressed for an early review of the unredacted files ahead of Attorney General Pam Bondi's appearance before the Judiciary Committee next week. And yet, even though that is terrific, and even though they're going to get to look at things on a computer and take notes, this is just like passing a 1,000-page bill and giving it to people at 11 o'clock at night. They're letting them look at it without staff, only on a computer, and they have to sit there for what amount of time and try to look through 3 million documents? Come on, folks, that's absurd. That's exactly how they're trying to get around the law and try to pretend they're being transparent when the truth of the matter is they certainly are not in any way, shape, form, or fashion, because all of these documents, unredacted to the point of protecting victims, should be given to the entire Congress long time ago, or certainly when the court order demanded it. They gave them 30 days notice months ago. But this is Trump and his AG, private personal lawyer, Pam Bondi, covering things up while trying to pretend being transparent. But there is likely to be some tremendous evidentiary realities out of what is going to occur on Monday. So stay tuned, like and share the video, and stay frosty.